Hi everyone, this is Christine. It is Sunday, November 8, 2015. It's in the evening. And I want to share something with you that came to me today. It's about the what people view as the enemy in the world or wherever. Pretend you come home, okay, and your house is dark because you come home at night and the lights are off. Or maybe you're at home and the power goes out and your room is dark. And then you hear like a noise or a thump in the night, or you can't really find your way around in the room, but you hear a bump in the night, or you hear something. It'll startle you and it'll scare a person because they don't know what the sound is, because the room is dark. They can't see in the room. So any noise that a person can't see or recognize or doesn't know, like if you're sleeping and a window breaks, anything that you don't recognize or can't see because the house is dark will be construed as the enemy, quote unquote enemy, because you don't know what it is. But if you turn the light on in the room, then you look over and you find out it's just the house cat who jumped off of the kitchen table, or something else innocent like that. There's nothing to be afraid of because the light is on, and because the light is on, you can see what all of those sounds or those bumps in the night are. So now, if it's the house cat, it's just it's not an enemy. It's not something to be fearful of. It's not something to be afraid of anymore. Versus if the room was dark and you heard that thump, you would wonder, oh my goodness, what was that? And then all of a sudden it puts you in a fearful state, and you start thinking of it as the enemy or as something that you have to protect yourself from. So I don't know. I'm hoping that this is going to help people to realize that there is no enemy, guys. The only time you have an enemy is if you're still in darkness, because you can't see what's in the room. So everything around you, like the noises, everything that you're seeing in the world, or whatever it is that you're looking at and are interpreting as it's the enemy, it's darkness, it's coming to get me, and anything that is in the dark that you don't understand or you can't see or comprehend or understand, if it's in the dark, it's going to make you fearful. And whenever somebody is fearful, they get on the defensive, and then they think that this is the enemy and this noise is coming to hurt me or something like that. But just turn the light on. As soon as you turn the light on, you can see everything in the room, and you'll be able to see if there truly is an intruder in your house, or if it's just the cat and they were walking on the kitchen table and accidentally knocked something over. But it won't be, you won't have, we got cars outside, you won't have to be fearful of anything, because if the light is on, then you can see everything, and you'll realize that there's nothing to be afraid of. You'll be able to see Jesus clearly also. You'll be able to see where the furniture is. You'll be able to see where the flowers and the vases and where the door and the windows are and where your couch and your table is. Versus in the dark, you'll be stumbling. You have to feel, and that's when people, accidentally run into furniture, because you have to feel your way around. You got to feel where the wall is and where the furniture is, and hopefully you don't bump into the side of the table. But if things are dark, you have to go by feeling the wall and the furniture and everything. And that is the walk of faith. Because faith is the substance of things not seen. So when you're still in darkness, you got to walk by faith, which is feeling around because you can't see yet, because the light is turned off. And the reason the room is dark is because it's still the coffin. The coffin is the box that's closed up. It's dark in there. There's no light in there. But when the coffin lid comes off, or when you turn the light on in the house or in the room, then you see everything. And you'll realize there's nothing to be afraid of. There is no enemy, spiritually or physically. Like with all the wars that are going on in the world, hopefully that stuff's going to come to an end. But those are all people who are thinking that there's some kind of enemy that we have to fight or overcome. And in truth, there is no enemy. As soon as they realize that, the wars will stop. Because we're actually one big family, one big unity of energy. We all have the same source energy flowing through us, bringing us to light and to life. And the power socket is plugged into God. So God is the electricity, and then the extension cord gets plugged into Him, and that cord goes around to every single person who is a light on that string. And that's everybody who's ever been alive, or who's alive right now on this earth. Because when you're plugged into that light, or that extension cord, your light is on, it's burning, and you're seen. And that's the Christmas tree light that goes around. And the Christmas tree is Zion. I'm just trying to help, hopefully, for people to realize that there's no enemy. There's only an enemy if you're still in a dark room and you can't see what all the sounds and the noises are that are going on inside the room. As soon as you turn the light on, though, you'll be able to see. And when you realize that the bump in the night is really just the cat jumping off of the kitchen table, you'll realize there's nothing to worry about, and you can go back to bed in peace. It'll give you peace when you realize there is no enemy. Okay? So hopefully this helps, and hope everyone has a great evening. I'll talk to you again in the next video, whenever that is. Okay, bye-bye.